First round of applause, a virtual applause, should I say? Okay, good evening, fellow Toastmasters, dear guests. My name is Toastmaster Ashish, and I am honored to serve as the Sergeant at Arms for the today's meeting, the joint meeting between Itahari Toastmasters Club and Chennai Tamil Toastmasters Club. On behalf of Itahari Toastmasters Club, I warmly welcome you all to our meeting. Today's setting reminds us that learning and leadership can thrive wherever we gather. As the Sergeant at Arms, my responsibility is to ensure that the meeting starts on time and is conducted in an orderly and dignified manner. Before we officially begin, I would like to share a few ground rules for today's meeting. So, am I audible now?
Yes, you are.
So, where I was about to explain the ground rules, so please refrain from side conversations and keep yourself muted until uh, it's your turn. And for the benefits of our guests, allow me to briefly introduce Toastmasters International. Toastmasters International is a non-profit educational organization headquartered in the United States. It was founded by Ralph C. Smedley in 1924 and incorporated in 1932. Today, Toastmasters serves more than 3,64,000 members throughout 16,200 clubs across 145 countries worldwide. The mission of a Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning environment where members develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. Without further ado, it is my privilege to invite our presiding officer to the virtual stage. She is a passionate literature enthusiast, a former newsreader, and a dynamic host who has graced renowned platforms such as Janakpur Literature Festival, Dhaka Mahotsav, and Kosi Bichar Utsav. Currently serving as the event head at the Student Council of the International Open University, the Gambia, and the founder of Healing Wellness, she beautifully blends creativity, leadership, and holistic living. She is the charter president of Italy Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Jenisha Suman. Let us welcome the presiding officer for today's meeting, Toastmaster Jenisha Suman, with a huge round of applause.
Thank you so much, Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Assis Pandari, the Charter Secretary of Italy Toastmasters, and Sergeant at Arms of this tenure. Thank you so much. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this special joint meeting of Itahari Toastmasters Club and Chennai Tamil Toastmasters Club. And without further ado, I officially call meeting number 43 of Itahari Toastmasters Club and meeting number 31 of Chennai Tamil Toastmasters Club to order. And now, as the presiding officer, it is my responsibility to hand over the meeting to the Toastmaster of the evening. Conveniently, I don't have to look very far tonight. So, I'll simply change my hat from presiding officer evening. And with that, the meeting is now in the hands of your Toastmaster of the evening. Namaste, Itahari. Vadakkam, Chennai. Now, before we go any further, I have a question for you. How do you pronounce this word? Schedule. Anyone?
Schedule.
Okay. Well, schedule or schedule? And what about DATA? How do we pronounce it?
Data.
Mm-hmm. Well, data or data. Different sounds, same words. And somehow we still understand each other. So maybe the problem was never the accent. Maybe the real question is, did I get the message across? And that brings us straight to tonight's theme. Oops, the accent. Tonight, two clubs, two countries, many voices, two different accents, but one common purpose: communication. An accent is not a mistake, it is a fingerprint of your voice. It carries traces of where you come from, the languages you grew up speaking, the people around you, and the culture that shaped you. Tonight, Nepal meets India, Itahari meets Chennai, so naturally we may hear different pronunciations, different rhythms, and different expressions. But Toastmasters does not teach us to erase those differences. It teaches us something far more valuable: to turn a thought into words, words into connection, and connection into impact. And that is the motive behind tonight's theme. Don't lose your accent trying to find your voice. Find confidence within your own voice. So, our word of the day also beautifully supports the thought. Our grammarian will let us through that word later on. And our idiom of the day is also very close to our theme of the day. Well, because communication isn't really about, did I sound British? Did I sound American? Did I sound Nepali? Did I sound Tamil? The question that matters is, did I get my message across? And for the benefit for our guests joining tonight, let me quickly tell you how this Toastmasters meeting is going to work. Our journey today has three major sessions. First is the prepared speeches. Our speakers deliver project speeches designed to develop specific communication and leadership skill. Tonight is particularly special because both our speakers are delivering their icebreaker speeches, the very first prepared speech of their Toastmaster journey. Then, second comes the table topics. No script, no rehearsal, just a topic, your thoughts, and the timer. It teaches us to think on our feet, a skill useful far beyond Toastmasters. And third, the foremost important part, evaluation. Because at Toastmasters, applauses is not where learning ends. Feedback is where improvement begins. We speak, we reflect, we improve. And throughout tonight's meeting, our auxiliary role players will also keep an eye on our time, language, filler words. So tonight, keep your accent, find your voice, be authentic, and above all, get the message across. Because your accent tells us where you come from, but your message tells us who you are. And with that, let's get started. Every speaker deserves applauses, but every speaker also deserves something that helps them become even better: feedback. And the person leading that process tonight has been a Toastmaster for 4 years. Professionally, he comes from the world of HR, human resources, a profession built around people, potential, and growth. So perhaps helping people recognize their strengths and opportunity for improvement comes naturally to him. Tonight, please welcome our general evaluator, Toastmaster Deepak Raz with the huge round of virtual applauses. Toastmaster Deepak, the virtual stage is all yours.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, TMOD. That was cool and a very warm welcome for a GE. And I was wondering what to talk on my roles and responsibilities, but because as a TMOD, you have oriented from the scratch to the end. Let me try to copy something from you. This is what I also prepared for it to welcome everybody here. So, Vadakkam Chennai and Namaste Nepal. Good evening, everyone. Today we connected the Bay of Bengal with the Himalayas. One is famous for Marina Beach. Maybe you can people from Nepal can search for Marina Beach. Uh, so we is one is famous for Marina Beach. The other two Mount Everest. So one teaches us to stay cool, and the other teaches us to find ways to stay cool. So this is the two set of people we have. I am Toastmaster Deepak Raj, your general evaluator. My job is to observe today's meeting from the first word to the final applause. So I know everybody have a habit of looking into the Google reviews before buying any products or before looking into anything. So the same thing I'm going to do today, giving reviews for the Toastmasters meeting. To help me out, I have a tag team. So I have a timer, I have an R counter, and I have a grammarian. So I'll introduce the role players of the tag team, and they will give a brief introduction what they're gonna do, and from there we'll take it forward. So everybody hears a heartbeat, tick 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 tick. Yes, and every morning your alarm gets up at morning 6 o'clock or 5:30, anytime. And whenever you go late to school, and if it's 8 o'clock or 8:30, before reaching the campus, you will run or you dive or get to the campus on time. Some people are strict in timings. Toastmaster never fails into it. We have a timer role for it. And her name is Sujita Shah. She's an MBA graduate from Greenpeace Lincoln College, Itahari, and she's from Labipur Chowk, Itahari 17, and she have done BSc in microbiology. Ma'am, I love that course, but I'm very hate in drawing. The only drawing I can draw is amoeba, that I get 10 marks out of it. I still remember it. And currently working at S. Shah Associates audit company. Yeah, she's an audit company, and I think she's going to be very stringent in the timings part. And where she gained valuable professional experience in business and financial management. So beyond her academics, she is dedicated to personal growth, community involvement, and building strong connections through Toastmasters. Yes, you are, ma'am, already building a connection between Nepal to Chennai. And give a huge applause to our timer role person, Toastmaster Srita Shah, to brief our timer role, please.
Hi. Am I audible?
Yes, you're perfect, audible.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepak, for such a beautiful introduction to me. And good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a timer, I will time the table topics speaker, formal speeches, and the evaluation. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards with denotes specific time remaining. For the table topics, speaker should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will raise the int red card. Those giving speeches should limit their remarks to their specific speech times. Icebreaker speeches should be 4 to 6 minutes in length. At 4 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 5 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the red card. Most other speeches should be 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I will raise the red card. The individual evaluation should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise green card. At 1 minute, I will raise yellow card, and at the end, I will raise red card. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepak. Over to you.
Thanks a lot for the briefing on the timer role, Toastmaster Sujita Shah. I guess you have a lot of fan followers. You have a lot of fans over there with you with the red, orange, and green. We'll enjoy the fans over there whenever you show in front of it and we'll respect it. The second role player, guys, please be very strong. Don't use as much as and everything and all, because this person is very stringent, very I mean, see, when I'm trying to play the R counter role, I get lot of verbs and ifs and buts. I don't know how to introduce. But when I see the introduction of him, I feel like I'm introducing my HOD of the department in my school or college days. So he's a tech enthusiast, software developer, digital marketer, and serving as a computer science professor and head of IT at Kasturi College and secondary schools. Sir, one thing you want to tell me that how you're using 24 hours in a day. And he's a founder of Cosmos Infotechs, Cosmos Education Center, and Cosmos Hub. He is constantly working hard on his performance path and is dedicated to mastering public speaking and communication. And he is an active Rotractor, 13-year MRR member and community volunteer. And I don't think so he'll take 24 hours time, 24 hours in a day to manage these things. But apart from this is 20 in this managing this 24 hours, he also loves traveling and movies when he's not immersed in technology. I feel like introducing a robo chitty who invented about it. So time to introduce Toastmaster Roshan on talking on the R counter role. Can I have a good clap for Toastmaster Roshan, please?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepak, for your warm introduction. And yes, you're not talking to any robot, it's a human only. But thanks to the developed technology nowadays, that I can work more than 24 hours a day with the help of some AI agents. Okay, apart from that, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My role today as a counter is to note any overused words and filler sounds used as crutches by anyone who speaks during meeting. This includes sounds like um, and as well as words like well, so and extra repetitions or long pauses. I'll keep track of this and give my report at the end of the meeting. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, our counter. A role we have briefed about it. Even AI that also becomes an R counter right now. So people, whenever use the terminologies, be more confident about it. And I think the TMOD was briefing about the accent that can vary from person to person, but the grammar remains same. So we have a grammarian over here, and his name is Sabarish, and he's a third year computer science student, and he was also a tech enthusiast. Sabari, over to you to brief the grammarian roles and responsibilities. Can I have a huge claps to welcome Toastmaster Sabarish, please?
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. And I am Sabarish. As a grammarian for today's meeting, it is my responsibility to listen carefully to each and every speaker and paying attention to language, grammar, and pronunciation, and also the expressions. I will also note any interesting or outstanding words, phrases, quotes, and also the thoughts that is shared during the meeting. And today's theme is oops, different accent. And when we speak with different accents, when what matters most is not sounding perfect, but sounding authentic and make sure our message reaches the each and every listeners. So the word of the day is authentic, which means genuine or real or true to yourself. For example, regardless of our accent or speaking style, we should always remain authentic when expressing our ideas. And coming to the idiom of the day, is get the message across. It means to communicate an idea clearly and successfully so that others can understand it. For example, a good speaker does not need a perfect accent. They need the ability to get the message across. I encourage everyone to use the today's word of the day, authentic, and the idiom of the day, get the message across during the meeting. And I will present my grammarian's report at the end of the meeting, highlighting the notable language usage and interesting expressions, and also the members who have used the word of the day. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sabarish. That was an authentic content for a grammarian role, and the message was passed by to everybody. Okay, and oops, the accent. We're gonna talk about it, but before that, I have one small request. We all trust our Toastmasters members from this club, okay? But one person doesn't trust us. The person doesn't trust us whether we are listening or not listening. And when we are not with it, when we have a trust issue, what happens? This person asks questions. So it's time to introduce the trivia master. It is Toastmaster Harita. Please have your ears are wide open. She will ask questions in the end of the meeting. And she is a passionate aerospace engineering student studying second year in KCT College of Technology in Chennai, and she is also a Toastmaster in KCG Youth Masters Toastmasters Club, and she is serving as an SAA. Time to introduce Toastmaster Harita. Over to you, Toastmaster Harita. Can you have a huge clap to welcome her, please? I missed it out.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Toastmaster Harita.
Thank you, General Evaluator. A very good evening, my dear fellow Toastmasters and the Toastmasters of Itahari Club. It's my pleasure and honor to serve as listening master for today's meeting. As the saying goes, if speaking is silver, then listening is gold. Listening is a vital skill for every communicator. As listening master, I will prepare few questions based on today's meeting and ask them at the end. So I request everyone to listen carefully, enjoy the meeting. Now let me hand over the stage back to the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harita, on the lovely introductions on the trivia role player. Though the person is in the dark, though the current is not there, but still we have the limelight or the vision from her, the way she speaks and controls the audience over there. Time to hand over to the TMOD. Over to you, TMOD. Is she connected?
Deepak, I could not see Jeshina.
Okay.
Roshan
Then
yes.
Can we go to the speaker one? I think
She joined.
got connected, I believe.
Yes.
She joined. Okay. I think again there is an issue, I believe. Can we go to the speaker role?
Yes. Yes, Deepak.
Okay, fine. So we have our icebreaker speech today, and for having this icebreaker speech, I need to get into to check who's doing it. I'm sorry about that one. Just give me a second. Okay, so for the speaker one, we have Toastmaster Subham Agarwal, and he is attempting her icebreaker speech. To evaluate Toastmaster Subham Agarwal, I'll welcome the evaluator one, Toastmaster Manoj Lenka, who is we had a great educational session last time on the symphony. Oh my God, you heard symphony? No. The way he speaks, the way he articulates, it's a symphony for us. And he also gave a crack code on how to master the on the spot table topics one. He had a lot of experience. And last session we had a great festival carnival kind of thing, because on the spot topic was given. You give him anything on the spot, he is a hot spot on that one. So time to welcome Toastmaster Manoj Lenka to read out the evaluation guidelines for Toastmaster Shubham Agarwal. Over to you, sir.
Happy evening, each one of you. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepak Raj, for that wonderful welcome. Now, my target speaker today, are you ready with your iceberg and maybe a hammer? Where is the speaker? Subham Agarwal.
Is Shubham there?
Agarwal. Subham.
Yes, he's there, but he's in mute. I guess Shubham, you are in mute. You need to unmute and turn on the
I
camera.
think he was there. He has vanished. So he's attempting his icebreaker. I was just asking him whether he's ready with his iceberg and a hammer to break that ice. But the icebreaker speech, what we are looking for is an authentic slice of his life. Yes, an authentic slice of your life, Subham. And you have to get the message across to all of us who are present over here. And I'll come back. How authentic was your message and how you got your message across? That will be my evaluation in the third segment. Timer to note, it is 4, 5, 6. So 4 to 6 minutes. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster Deepak Raj.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the briefing on that one. And Toastmaster Shubham Agarwal attempting his level 1, part 1 icebreaker speech. And Toastmaster Shubham Agarwal, the guy behind cameras. The guy behind cameras, Toastmaster Shubham Agarwal, over to you. Can you
Good
hear
evening,
us?
Toastmasters. Hello, everyone. Am I audible and
Yes,
visible?
you're audible. Yes, you're audible. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone, fellow Toastmasters, and honor guest, everyone present here. I will start with a simple question. How many of you have CCTV cameras at home or maybe planning to have one? Quite a few, I believe. And let me ask you another question. How many of you have ever opened a CCTV app just to check whether what's happening at home when you are not there? I knew my business had a purpose. Hello everyone. My name is Shubham and I run a business that deals with CCTV cameras and security system. And after being in this business for a while, I have noticed something. The moment people hear that I sell CCTV, they become very curious. The first question is usually they ask, "Sir, how far does the camera see? Can it see at night? Can I watch from my phone? And can you hack the CCTV? Please hack the CCTV of my office so I can know whether my boss has already reached the office." And occasionally, someone asks, "Can you give me hidden cameras?" But I reply, "Sir, that's not a camera anymore. That's actually a weapon." And honestly, I enjoy this question because CCTV isn't really about cameras, it's about knowing what's happening when you're not there. Though quite comfortable in helping people to keep an eye on things, I have realized I also keep an eye on myself, especially when it comes to one thing, my confidence. Because put me in front of a customer and I can talk for an hour, but given microphone in my hand and suddenly my brain says, "Sorry, this device has lost a connection." That's why I joined Toastmasters. I wanted to become more confident in speaking in front of people. But before Toastmasters, I had another project going on, the gym. A few months ago, I believe, I looked at myself and thought, "Okay, Subham, there is something that needs to change." So I joined a gym. On my first day, I walked in with a lot of confidence. I looked around, especially the people who were lifting heavy weights. People were doing exercise that I didn't even existed. I thought, okay, I belong here. 5 minutes later, my body disagreed. The trainer told me start slowly, and my body had different plans. The next morning, I woke up and I discovered I discovered the muscles that I didn't even had. My all body was angry with me. Walking was difficult, sitting was difficult, standing up was difficult, and even smiling required a planning. But I kept going. And not because I suddenly become so passionate about fitness. No, no, that's not my passion. I became so dedicated because I already had paid for the membership fees of 6 months in advance. At that point, quitting would mean losing both my money and my dignity. So I managed to continue. And slowly something changed. Not just physically, I became more disciplined. I started waking up more early. My day was more productive. I realized that improvement doesn't happen when you have just a discipline, it also requires a dedication. It happened when you keep showing up. And I think Toastmasters is teaching me exactly the same thing. Your first speech isn't supposed to be perfect. Your speech is supposed to be your first speech. You come here, you stand up, your heart beats a little faster, your hands might shake, you forget something, and then you again recover. And then you sit down thinking, okay, I survived this. And then you come back and do it again. And maybe after 10 speeches, you don't panic as much. Maybe after 20, maybe after 30. But but at one day, I believe I will become a person who will stop searching for emergency exits in public speaking place. And that's what I am hoping to build here. That is my confidence. Not the kind where you think you are than everyone else, the kind where you can stand in front of room full of people and simply be comfortable being yourself. Confidence isn't about being nervous. Confidence is being nervous and doing it anyway. So, who is Subham? I am a businessman, I am a CCTV guy, and I am someone trying to get healthier. I am someone who can walk and talk endlessly and sometimes struggle to talk even for 5 minutes to a room full of people. I'm still trying to figure things out. I'm still learning and I'm still improving. Just like CCTV cameras are improving by megapixels, I am improving by bit and bit. So, if you see me after this speech and say, Subham, you looked confident up there, I will simply smile and say, thank you. But you won't see is the small voice inside my head saying, thank God that's over. And maybe that's okay because confidence doesn't arrive before you take the first step. Sometimes the first step is what creates the confidence. And today is mine. Thank you for your time.
Kudos to you, Toastmaster Subham, for your amazing icebreaker speech. That was amazing. Okay, one icebreaker down, and okay, the adhan is happening. And another new Toastmaster story is waiting to begin. Our second speaker brings with him 15 years of professional experience as a control engineer in the textile machinery industry. He currently serves as Assistant Manager, Research and Development at Shaurya Textile Solutions in Gujarat. His professional world revolves around control, precision, research, and innovation. But an icebreaker is not about job titles. It is about discovering the person behind them. So let's do exactly that. Let's welcome our second icebreaker speaker, Toastmaster Pandian, if I'm not wrong. But before that, I'd like to hand over this virtual stage to his evaluator, Toastmaster Akash EN, for for describing his project. Over to you, Toastmaster Akash.
Yeah. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I'm Akash from REC Toastmaster. As my evaluator is Toastmaster Pandian, his speech title is The Seed Which Go Through the Failure on his pathway of the speech of the mystery on the level 1. As he is going to do this icebreaker, I always welcome him to break his ice with his hammer to cut out his whatever he thinks. The time duration is from 4 to 6 minutes. As the purpose of this icebreaker is to introduce himself towards the club and learn the basic things of the public speaking. Over to you, speaker. Pandian.
Thank you very much, Evaluator Akash. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guest. Let me take you back to the year of 2004. A 10th standard result going to be announced. Students are rushing to see their results, but only one guy sitting in front of a color TV and watching and waiting for the news. His dad asked him, "Hello, what are you doing? Just go and check your results. Why are you wasting the time?" But the boy was not ready to go there, just watching the TV. At exactly 10, the news reporter announcing that there is a girl from Namakkal district. He scored 498 marks and she became the topper of the state. The boy was burst into the tears. Why? Any guesses? Because the boy imagined that he would be the topper of the 10th standard results because the same school displayed the answer sheet of his school test. He scored 498 marks. Everybody thought that he would be cracked the first in this year, but unfortunately it was not happen. After some time the friends came and told him, "Arey yaar, you scored 470 mark, you are the topper of the class, just celebrate." But he don't have that much because he think that he would be taken the state first, he can get the scholarship, government support, he can get the professional degree, but it is not happen. But family, they are telling that don't go for further study after the 10th, we cannot able to do that. But his teachers help, he become higher secondary student and he passed out from higher secondary. After that also the failure not escape from his life. Higher secondary, the syllabus has changed, he not able to score, he not able to go for the entrance exam. He joined a paramedical college. Within 3 months the college also shut down because they don't have approvals. How life it will be. Fortunately, unfortunately, he got the diploma seat from the PhD Polytechnic College from Coimbatore, 3 years course. After completing +1, +2, again he go back to the student who is sitting completion the 10th standard. He started from first year because that course will give the free of education. So this is the chance for him. He took the chance. Okay, this is this is our time. I have to work hard. He worked hard. 3 years. He become a good electrical engineer, and he got best outgoing student award. Finally, he got a good job in MNC. You can think, I can ask you one question: this fellow succeeded or failed? I think some all will accept he success, but as of that boy view, it is not the success, because he have a dream. He want to make his own company and give world class engineering solution. Like him, he have to train or educate 4 or 5 peoples in the life. That is his goal. I can know you people are thinking, who is that boy? That boy is talking in front of you, Pandian. Today I am working as a research fellow in a Solar Textiles. I have a big dream that I want to be a best speaker in the world as well as best businessman in the world. So I am educated from the background of very poor family. Now I am growing. When I was seed, I had lot of struggles to become a tree. Now I am trying to become a strong tree. Dear friends, failure is not the end. It is the starting of your journey. Marks are just your numbers. It's not a life. So I authentically show who is Pandian for you. Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you, lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pandian. Two icebreakers, two professions, two journeys, two accent, and two stories that allowed us to know the people behind the names a little better. Our speakers knew what they were going to say. Unfortunately, our next speakers will not have that luxury. Okay, why is Toastmaster Roshan calling me right now? Welcome to Table Topics. Prepared speeches, taste preparation, table topics, taste presence. No script, no rehearsal, and definitely no can I get back to you tomorrow? And the person leading us into this unpredictable territory is someone powered by curiosity. She finds joy in stories, whether through books or binge worthy series. She loves exploring new ideas, learning something fresh every day, and diving into worlds that spark her imagination. And it was that same curiosity that brought her to Toastmasters to challenge herself, grow, and learn from everyone around her. So there is only one thing left for us to be curious about. What has she prepared for us tonight? Please welcome our table topics master, Toastmaster Nidhi Khetan, with huge round of virtual applauses. Over to you, Toastmaster Nidhi.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jenisha, for giving such a beautiful introduction, so empowering introduction written by me, of course. Now, first of all, before starting the session, I'd like to thank Toastmasters for giving me an opportunity to be in this meeting. I am especially thankful because when I was young, my parents went to Madras with my younger brother, but they could not take me because of some uh, home reasons, personal reasons. And now I am here joining you all, people of Chennai, getting to know you all. So, yes, to my parents. See, I reached Chennai after all. Table topic session is one of the most beautiful and yet the most dangerous session of the entire Toastmasters meeting. It checks the spontaneity and the power of the speakers to organize their thoughts like that. So before I announce who, I have the liberty to choose the members who are going to speak if I don't get volunteers. In order to make you a bit prepared, I'll announce the topic in the beginning so that I can ask you for volunteers. So, shall we begin? Can I get a thumbs up to begin? So, my first topic is defend your supervillain. Defend your villain. Can I get any volunteers here? Uh, Toastmaster Manoj, are you volunteering?
Yes, I'm volunteering. If you could tell the topic again, I couldn't get the last word.
Defend your favorite villain.
Okay. Happy evening, each one of you. But somebody is there who always tries to make me unhappy. You know who he is? The villain within me. Yes, my monkey mind. Whenever I try to feel happy, it drags me away from happiness. No, so many things are waiting for you. Do this, do that. And I'm trying to jump along with this monkey mind, jumping along to the musical tones of this monkey mind. And it is there since me both. It's going to leave me the day I exit from the world. But yes, can I do anything without my monkey mind? I need to change the mind, isn't it? Whatever you do, the sapling, the seed is the thought, and that comes from my mind. Ultimately, I need to make my mind, make my monkey under my control to achieve anything, be it happiness or any kind of achievement that I dream of. So, how do you do that? It is simple. Bring in awareness. Awareness that I'm alive, I'm breathing, and I'm the master of this body. This simple awareness brings me to the now, or else the mind, it takes me back to the past which is sleeping within the coffin, or to the future which is a mystery I cannot see. And I forget to taste the pastry of the present. So, friends, to smile along, to be happy, we need to take control of our mind and direct it to lead a contented life. So let's do that. Lead an authentic life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manoj. That was very unexpected, but so deep and well spoken. We are, after all, the superheroes and supervillains of our own. For my second topic, I again have a similar topic. If GD granted you your three wishes, if Genie granted you your three wishes, can I get a hand raise for any volunteers? So I'll use my veto power and select at random Toastmaster Sashank Chandra. Are you there? Okay, looks like he's not there. Toastmaster John Pradeep, are you there?
Good evening, table topic master. I'm here.
Yes, so would you like to speak on this topic?
Can you, ma'am, please can you repeat the topic?
If genie could grant you your 3 wishes,
Can you please repeat? My device is.
if genie could grant you your 3 wishes,
Thank you, table topic master, for giving me such a wonderful topic to speak upon. 3 wishes if a genie provide me in today's world. First wish I will ask from the genie is that I want to go in my past. I want to meet someone that left me many years back. I want to just say some few words to him that how much I missed him since I left my previous posting without informing him, and he was always in a angry mood that I had not met him, and ever since after it's been 7 years, I still haven't met him face to face. Second wish I would ask from Genie is that to make the people aware that about the importance of the trees, that trees are so much important in today's environment. Most of the companies are recklessly cutting millions of the trees day by day just for mining purposes. And third, I would ask the genie is that people must be aware about the humanity. Nowadays, whenever I scroll the social media account or read in newspapers, humanity is almost dying everywhere. People are not aware about the basic needs that a human bonding need. Now, more and more people are moving on the social media platform. They are forgetting the real touch of the society and the human being helping with each other. These I wish that someday Genie will fulfill my 3 wishes. With that, I hand over the stage to Toast Table Topic Master. Thank you.
thank you so much. The third and definitely not the last, not definitely the least topic. For this, I wanted to choose someone from Italy Toastmasters Club, but everyone is a role taker. So, Toastmaster Jenisha, can I choose someone from that? Toastmaster Jenisha?
Yes.
Or general evaluator? Can you tell me if I can choose from any role takers?
Yes, you can choose.
Yes, you can choose. Maybe Satya Lakshmi, who joined now. Satya Lakshmi, can you take a topic?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Then you can go
So,
ahead.
the third topic is one job that does not exist, but you wish it existed. One job that does not exist, but you wish it existed.
But how can I say it? It might be imaginary.
Yes, it is definitely imaginary.
Okay. It not exist, but I want that should be exist means the job of laziness. I want to be lazy. That is the job. For example, the job of laziness will not be exist in this world, but some days while I'm doing in schooling, we have lots and lots of responsibility. We have to go to school, again tuition, and again we have to study, and we have to join in sports, getting medals. So we are having lots and lots of responsibility. In those time, I was thinking that why should I do this? Why should I do that? Let I wanted to be relaxed in somewhere. I wanted to be sit. I wanted to be eat. I want to be see TV and relax. I want to relax in those time. And when time grows, I feel that there is no one in this earth shouldn't be like that. Okay, um, there is no job of laziness here, but all the humans will think about that ultimately when they have the pressure, pressurized work. They used to think that I want to stop everything. I want to be very lazy. So this is the job. It never exists, but all the humans will think in their mind that should exist somewhere in their point of life. So I was also wanted to be like that in some days when I get pressure. That's all.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Satyalakshmi. I too wanted someone who could do all my work when I just slept, and also someone who could get fat that I just kept eating. So that is kind of the job I wish that existed. Thank you so much. I hand over the virtual floor to our Toastmaster of the evening, Jenisha Suman. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nidhi. And well done to everyone who dared to participate. Amazing table topic session, by the way. It always proves something beautifully. We don't always need perfect words. We don't always need perfect grammar. And we definitely don't need a perfect accent. Sometimes we simply need the courage to begin, to think, to speak, and to connect and get the message across. So far tonight, we prepared, we improvised. Now comes the most important part. We improve. Because a good speech may earn applauses, but good feedback builds a better speaker. To lead us through our evaluation session tonight, I invite back our general evaluator, Toastmaster Deepak Ras. Toastmaster Deepak Ras, the virtual stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. And we had a lot of prepared speeches, table topic sessions, and time for evaluation how you have traveled till now. So, for evaluating the speaker one, I'll call upon Toastmaster Manoj. As I said, he's a nature lover and he loves to nature his internal nature to be in sync with the mother nature. I think that's the reason he put up his green shirt today on the resemblance of nature lover. Toastmaster Manoj, so please share your evaluation on the speaker one. Um, Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much again. And back to the target speaker, Toastmaster Subham Agarwal, the guy behind the camera. And today's purpose was to know the guy behind the camera. And you made it so very evident talking about your job, the profession that you are in. The best thing that I liked about the content craftsmanship is you sprinkled humor throughout, from the first till the end. And that by that you announced to the group, here comes a champion speaker who is going to set the stage on fire with his humor quotient. Starting with, I am here to extend my business talking about those cameras. Not only those cameras keep an eye on the people, also eye on myself. And whenever there is public speaking, I look for the emergency exit. Everywhere from start to finish, I had a glee on my face listening to your sentences. Well studied, well garnished content with humor. Not an easy job for everybody. Now, coming on to your way of expressing, way of delivery, there again you aced it with your gestures. Though they are minimum because you sat down to speak, if you get up, the gestures will become more evident. And you had also the facial expression. There was a smile throughout, there a lot of happiness and the glow when you're talking about your own profession. There's a smile and the glow when you talked about your gym membership, where after doing that exercise, you found it quite difficult even to smile. Smiling required planning. Wonderfully crafted sentence to bring a smile on our lips. So all this positives and the well craftsmanship as well as the language, all this makes you and announces to all of us, here comes a speaker that we need to watch out for. And Ajay told you, in the icebreaker, if you can set fire to the water, you have made it. And you did it today with your authentic flavor. And you got your message across to all of us who are present on screen today. With that, back to the general evaluator of today's meeting, Toastmaster Deepak.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Manoj. That's like a great sandwich feedback that's given to the speaker one. Thanks a lot for the feedback, and that should cherish his upcoming speeches. Next, we call upon the evaluator two. I don't know how many people in the Nepal knows about a director by name Gautam Menon. If you've watched any South Indian movies like VTV or something, that movies are so famous. His name is Gautam Menon, and he studied in mechanical engineer, and he's from the REC. When I was reading this his bio or briefing about this person, I was remembering the Gautam Menon, how his introduction was before in his childhood days. They always say mechanical means there should be some fire into it. So the never name is Akash. He's currently pursuing this first year mechanical with a lot of fire at REC, and he's a passionate about improving speech, improving himself on every single day, and especially in communication, leadership, and public speaking. Akash, on an offline, tell me about who's your Jesse. Go ahead on go evaluation on Pandian's speech. All the best.
Thank you, Jenisha, for inviting me in a massive way, as comparing me with a Karthik and Jesse, and that's great. As my target speaker was Toastmaster Pandian, his speech of the title was the seed which was being grown through the failure towards the success. And I know one thing which I noticed is that at the starting of the point, he had started in the much more hook words that everybody were watching, were worrying about the results, but he was just watching towards the news channel. That was really great, and I think everybody must be concerned about what instead of what everybody are thinking towards in a contradictory way in what we have to pursue. As I have noticed him that there were many gaps in between as while he was speaking. Instead of that, he can just add some of the emotionally connected towards what he is doing, and or neither he might have just increased the pace of the tone. Your and one thing which I noticed was this: that his speech was been in a wholesome points. I think during our school days, people might teach us in a vast contents, but as we can't able to gather the points. But one thing which I noticed in Pandian's speech was his speech was being just like a point wise. That was really great. And as while taking the notes, it was much easier as we can able to do it. And sure, he might have made some of the more hand gesture as instead of making instead of standing, as it is an online session, we can't able to stand even if we just stand. Maybe we can't able to get proper vocal sound towards the system. As instead of that, he can just make an hand gesture towards whatever he's just doing. As the failure is not just the end of the end, it is just the starting of the new era. That was the one of the most wonderful thing which I noticed from Pandian's speech. Many of people used to just failure and just used to think of the, oh my god, what should I do? And I noticed that many of the filler words like he used because. And at some point of time, I have just noticed like I've started to count of because how many times he's telling. As one thing which he can improve is that he can make sure that to make a proper vocal variety in much more pitch and pace, and make sure the speech must be good enough. And I wish him all the best to make sure to upcoming make the better speech in the upcoming speech. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thanks a lot, Evaluator, Toastmaster Akash, for briefing the evaluation. I think your feedback will help Toastmaster Pandian on greater speech and achieving greater heights. Thanks a lot. So it's time for the tag report, and everybody should be wondering like, what kind of results are gonna come today. And for starting it, this is an online session. I know that everybody, out of curiosity, or people be sitting on the bed, people sitting on the chair, at least to stretch yourself, to relax yourself, you would have taken an offline camera off, and I would have been relaxed for it. My timer haven't went off the camera and been sincere for quite some time, standing in front of you people, making a note of a time, making standing in front of the mobile, ensure the cards are in line. It's a very honest thing that's been done. And sir, Manoj sir, you want to raise
Yes,
your hand?
yes.
Yes, sir.
Deepak, sorry, intervening. We need to give a standing ovation to both these icebreaker speeches.
Yes.
So you can
Speaker one and speaker two, standing ovation for all you
please
people.
stand and give them a high five on screen. They deserve, really. Both of you did a wonderful job today, taking your baby steps.
Nice. Thanks for reminding, sir. Thanks for reminding for the icebreaker speech. Yes, they deserve a standing ovation for it. Long journey to come with us on the speech on the speaking one. Thanks a lot. So yes, and for Sujita, it's time for your timer report. Go ahead.
Once again, good evening, everyone, and I am back with my timer report. Starting from Sazat at Arms, Toastmaster Asis spoke for 2 minutes 15 seconds. Our all-counter Toastmaster Roshan Karki spoke for 1 minute exactly. Our grammarian Toastmaster Sobris spoke for 1 minute 48 seconds. Trivia Master Toastmaster Haritra spoke for 37 seconds. Our first speaker, Toastmaster Subham Agarwal, spoke for 6 minutes 33 seconds. Our second speaker, Toastmaster Pandian, spoke for 5 minutes 37 seconds. Coming to the evaluation, our evaluator first, Toastmaster Manoj Lenka, spoke for 2 minutes 59 seconds. Our second evaluator, Toastmaster Akash, spoke for 2 minutes 57 seconds. And coming to the about table topics speaker, our first speaker, Toastmaster Manoj, spoke for 2 minutes 15 seconds. Speaker 2, Toastmaster Zone, spoke for 1 minute 52 seconds. And our third speaker, Toastmaster Satyalakshmi, spoke for 2 minutes 7 seconds. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Sujita. That's a lot of multitasking needed, and you have submitted a report, and it was great insights for us. Let's keep up on the timing part, good timing part on that one, Sujita. And it's time for the introducing the our counter person. The one person which I'm really afraid of is the R counter. How in subject is mathematics, for me grammar on the on the tag role it is Roshan. I'm just praying my count should be less. Toastmaster Roshan, over to you on the R counter report.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm back with my report, and as you can see, is my screen shared? Can you see the screen?
Yes, it is visible, Roshan.
It is
Go ahead.
visible, right? Okay. All right. So here's my report, and the report says our first speaker, that is our SAA, he used one once, and our presiding officer as well as Toastmaster of the evening, Jenisha Suman, spoke the word once. Our general evaluator, you have used once, so twice, and but once. It's quite impressive. You have been talking for a long time and you have done a very list error, so we can just ignore all this. Our timer, Sujita Sasi, was flawless. Me myself, I have used twice the previous time when I was talking, and now also I might have used some of the filler words. Toastmaster Severis, our trivia, used so once. Toastmaster Haritra used so twice. Our speaker one, Subham Agarwal, has used so 5 times, but 3 times, and repetitive words around 4 times. Our second speaker, Pandian, he used once, so twice, but 3 times, and repetitive was 4 times, and like once. Toastmaster Manoj has used so once, he was all flawless, and Toastmaster Akash used thrice, once, twice, and repetitive word 4 times. Toastmaster Nidhi Khetan, our table topic master, was flawless today. She just used one R, but I think it's my mistake because I got some issue with my speaker. So I'm not sure about whether it was an R or not. But yes, I heard one R from her. Our speaker two, Sasank Chandra, was flawless, and our speaker table topic speaker three, Satya Lakshmi has to use thrice, once, or twice, so once, but once, and repetitive word twice. I'm all over with my report. Over to you, Toastmaster of the evening. Oh, sorry, General Evaluator. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Roshan. It was very clear report. It was. I feel like seeing my blood test report, WBC count, RBC count. Likewise, you listed out each and everybody for them, what they are all into it. Thanks a lot for it. And it's time for welcoming the how much good choice of words that we used and what is the best choice of words that we used, how many use the word of the day. One person on all to the meeting, ears are wide open and listened to everything and gonna give a feedback for us. Time to welcome our grammarian Toastmaster Sabrish. Sabrish, over to you.
Thank you. Uh, I am Sabarish and I am blessed to present the grammarian's report for the today's meeting. And overall, the speakers have communicated their ideas clearly and very effectively. And I did not notice any significant grammatical errors. And also coming to word of the day, authentic, which was used by some of the speakers during their speeches. And thank you for incorporating it naturally into your communication. And overall, it was a wonderful meeting with good usage of language and expressions. That is my conclusion. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, thank you. Thanks a lot, grammarian, for the detailed report. Great. Now it's time for the how much people have listened it properly. and there's a lot of quiz competitions going to happen. People, whether you turn on the camera or not, please unmute so that you are ready to tell the answers for it. Time to welcome the trivia master, Toastmaster Harita. Harita, over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Once again, good evening, everyone. I am here to check your listening skills. Let's see how authentically you all listen today. The first question is, when was Toastmaster International is officially incorporated? Except the SAA, anybody can answer.
1924.
1947.
24.
Sorry.
1924.
Toastmaster Manoj, it is partially correct. In 1924, it was established, but it was officially incorporated on 1932. Let's give applause for Toastmaster Manoj. The second question is, what is the idiom of the day?
Get your message across.
Yes, you are correct, Toastmaster Manoj. The third question is, the word symphony was used by whom in today's meeting? The word
Toastmaster Deepak Raj.
symphony was used. Yes, you are absolutely right, Toastmaster Manoj. Let's give him a big round of applause. Okay, the third question is, what is the title of speaker one? Except the
Behind the
speaker
camera.
and his evaluator.
The man behind camera?
The man behind the camera.
The guy behind.
I think two. Yeah, the guy behind the camera. Let's give applauses to Toastmaster Roshan Karki and our timer, and also our Toastmaster Manoj. And the next question is, Mr. Satyalakshmi said about which job?
Laziness.
Yes, you are correct. Let's give him a big round of applause. And the next question is, Toastmaster Pandian has how many years of experience in his field?
15.
Sorry, almost. Anybody else?
18.
10.
Yes, 10 is the correct answer. The next question is, what is the first job Toastmaster Pandian was appointed in? Like, you can say it like a company also. Okay, shall I reveal the answer? It is a multinational company. And the next question is, what brought our TT Master Nidhi Ketan to Toastmasters? What brought our TT Master Nidhi Ketan to Toastmasters?
Can you please repeat the
Does
question?
anybody know? Yes.
Can you please repeat
What
the
brought?
question?
Yes, I will repeat. What brought Toastmaster Nidhi Ketan to Toastmasters?
Her curiosity?
Like, what brought her to Toastmasters? Oh no, it is curiosity.
I know who brought her to Toastmaster.
Oh, that's great.
Maybe curiosity.
And the next question is, I think it is the last question. Toastmaster Pandian mentioned about which year? That is the year Toastmaster Pandian standard.
I will nominate Pandian sir to answer this.
Nobody knows.
2004. 2004.
2004.
Yes. Yes, sir. Okay. For the next question, okay, one more question. Our evaluator 2 was compared to whom by the general evaluator?
Gautam Menon, directly Gautam Menon.
Yes, you're correct. I hope everyone enjoyed. Thank you. Over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you, Lord Trivia Master, Toastmaster Harita. That was lovely questions, but I feel there is a scam happened. First four questions answered only by Manoj. Somewhere the answers got leaked. How neat been leaked? We will recheck on that one. Not to talk about politics. Sorry for that one. So let's get into the main content of this one and to share my general evaluation report. Uh, so the meeting started on time. You might be wondering, Deepak, it was 15 minutes late. We started on Nepal time sharply at 7:45. Okay, so though it was like a lot of it's building two countries together. We had lot of hiccups in between, but we started sharply. So it's a huge credit for us. Thank you. And each and every role players have did a great job. And because connecting over one particular Zoom, sharing the reports, feedback, I know how hard it is, how hard in coordinating this one. And hats off, I think, Toastmaster Kavita or PU President Officer Edil sir who made this happen, connecting two clubs together. And great kudos to the both the presiding officers and both the role players can have a good claps to both the teams. They did a great job in combining over here, and thanks a lot for it. And to talk on the presiding officer as well as the TMOD, great show. The way you articulated, the way you welcome people, it was so soothing. And I felt like it is not in an online mic. It was like kind of an event. The way you hosted, yes, you were head of an events one, and each and every verse, the way you articulated, the way you speak about it, it's great. Though it says power off in your place, but it's a power on in over here on this club. Thanks a lot for the TMOD for engaging us. Toastmaster Sujita Shah, Toastmaster Roshan, Toastmaster Sabrish, and Toastmaster Harita, my tag team and trivia team. Great show, guys. Giving out each and every insight on the timing one. It's a very harder one, sitting in front of the mobile and ensure camera was on, showing the flags, and it's a great one. Roshan, that was a clear nuances report. Offline, I'll get in touch with you how to make those reports so that whenever I go for clubs, I can make use of the particular report. That's a great show. Sabarish, awesome. You made a choice of the words who did good, and there's a very short briefing on this one. But later one point of time, you can make it more engaged. How many people have used the choice of words, better words, and how many people use the grammarian word of the day. So that will be more complimenting for them. So maybe later point of time, we can make use of it. Speaker 1 and Speaker 2, great show. We had a great session aligning with the timelines. Great humor speech from Toastmaster Shubham. And yes, by default, though you were 472, but here 500 out of 500, Toastmaster Pandian sir, you stood first over here, and great speech over here on this on your journey towards here. Evaluation, Toastmaster Manoj Lenka, you never failed to surprise us, or you never failed to disappoint us. That was a great evaluation, and it was crisp and clean for us. Thanks a lot for the feedback one. And Akash, I mean, it was not like a college guy giving a feedback. It was more matured. Thanks for the detailed feedback, and you have lot great heights to work on the evaluation part, because your evaluation really great. Maybe on the offline you should tie up with Toastmaster Manoj how to give great heights of evaluation. That will help you in the evaluation contest also. Please be in touch with him, and great spirit Toastmaster Akash on the evaluation part. Table topic master, Toastmaster Nidhi Ketan, nice, give a nice table topics, and you've chosen the people who have not taken the role players. That's a nice gesture. And one small suggestion, just to give a suggestion, I'm giving a suggestion. Ensure the title was very small, short, and crisp, so that people will understand it. Or if it's an online one, you can put it in the mic, so that that will be really helpful for you, for others to understand what is it all about. And on the evaluation part, everybody did great show. On the overall one, it's a great evening, great show, and thanks a lot. We had a wonderful evening. And over to the TMOD, Toastmaster Jenisha Suman. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay, so what will we do regarding ballot counting?
Yes, thanks for reminding me on that one. We have in the chat window, there is a link connected for the voting one. You can choose the best role player, best speaker, and everybody, and best table topic speaker. It's put up in the group. You can take at least 30 seconds of the time. Just click on that one, and you can vote for the person who did justification for the particular role, so that one thing which in Toastmasters is really appreciable is that giving compliments, giving appreciation, and giving claps. So that will really help them to boost them for the next roles what they're gonna take.
I have got to know that from Itahari Toastmasters, many of them have already voted, and we are waiting for the result.
Okay, great. The results will be on soon. Maybe post my speak. You can just have a closing gesture on that one, and post that. I can close that. We can proceed with the meeting. Will that be fine
Okay,
for you?
so okay, I understood. Since
Okay.
you are the closing officer, after I hand over the meeting to you, you will announce the winner and close the meeting, right?
Exactly, Toastmaster Janisha.
Oh, okay. Thank you,
Okay,
General
it's time.
Evaluator.
Yes, so it's time for the TMOD have the closing note. Over to you, TMOD, Toastmaster Janisha, please.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepak, and thank you to our entire evaluation team as well. Today's meeting was amazing, as it was the special meeting of first time the Itahari Toastmasters and Chennai Tamil Toastmasters. We came together and we begin with a very simple question: is it schedule or schedule, data or data? Perhaps we were asking the wrong question because tonight nobody needed the same pronunciation to understand one another. We heard voices from different places, we heard different rhythms, different expressions, and different accent. Yet, somewhere between Italy and Chennai, the message traveled perfectly well. And that, for me, is the beauty of tonight. An accent may reveal where your journey began, but it should never decide how far your voice can travel. So carry your accent, own your voice, speak authentically, because the goal was never to sound like everyone else. The goal was to make someone listen, understand, feel, and connect. Tonight, we didn't have one accent and we didn't need one. We had something much better: one conversation, two clubs, two countries, two accent, one connection. And with that, I would like to thank each and every one of you. And I'd like to hand over the meeting to our closing presiding officer, Toastmaster Deepak Raj, over to you.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Deepak Raj, yes.
Thank you, TMOD. That was a nice gesture. We were literally melting on your voice, that how you speak actually. It was like the night FM where we used to hear songs and all. That was really great. You have a golden opportunity once you come to Chennai. There's a lot of FM stations you can apply for it, and please do apply for it. And it's a great one. So before that, we'll have moving over the results. I just want to know to hear the feedback from the guest. Uh, we have Kaja Moidin. Sir, can you just share how was the feedback? And one interesting thing is that you are using a landline kind of phone. I was so excited. Still, you are using a landline phones over there. Just tell me how was the feedback and the secret of the landline phone also. That we'll be more happy about it. Please, sir. You have to unmute. You are on mute actually.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kaja from calling from Riyadh. Actually, it was a very wonderful session today. The different region, different culture, people are meeting. I'm excited. Thank you so much for participating in this program today.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot joining us, and please do join every time. And
Sure.
I'd like to hear it from Sanjay Chowdhury. Sanjay, can you just share a feedback for us? Sanjay, you're mute.
Maybe Toastmaster Sanjay is not here.
Okay, fine. And I wanted to give the results to you. Unfortunately, it's in process. Before that, anybody want to give feedback? Yes. Right now, I am very strong on what I want to convey because I got the results right now. So, best tag player, we have the R counter person, Roshan Karki. Can you have a good claps to Roshan Karki, please? And for the best main role player, it's none other than our TMOD Toastmaster Jenisha Suman. All congratulations and hearts from the Chennai or from the whole from India. Great role play, TMOD. And for the best table topic speaker, the person who loves green, Toastmaster Manoj Lenka. Kudos, sir. Great show. And the best speaker award, it goes to the person behind the lens. And we visioned everybody's a CCTV camera, and he performed great over here. All the best, Toastmaster Subham Agarwal. Great show. Thank you. Thank you. And best evaluator. Who can be the best evaluator if he is the boss over here? Toastmaster Manoj Lenka, again over to you. Kudos, sir. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And overall, the meeting quality is 4.64 out of 5. Thanks a lot for rating us. And it's time to close the meeting. And the the Itahari meeting number 53 and Chennai Tamil meeting 31 declared as adjourned. Thank you guys and thanks a lot. We'll again meet on the next Sunday evening. Until then, tada, have a great Sunday evening and enjoy your Monday next week on the wholesome one. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot. If anybody want to have an offline, yes, we can offline once the recording is being stopped. When Mr. Recording stopped, let us know so that if they want to connect, they can connect.